A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate, welcome to the auction of 29 Boxleigh Grove in central Boxhill North. For those of you who don't know me, Chen is my name, also the listing agent, alongside Chen, who has been working tirelessly throughout the entire campaign. We'll also have my colleagues here today. Yang, Brainy, Rowan here to assist you with any questions throughout the auction process. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors for entrusting us with the sale of the family home here behind us. To the neighbours in the crowd, thank you for coming. To the bidders in the crowd, thank you for coming, and I wish you all the best in the bidding procedure. And to the one lucky buyer, we congratulate you in advance on your astute purchase. This auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the commencement of the auction. As auctioneer, I'll be indicating bidders upon request and the right to place bids on behalf of the sellers, otherwise known as vendor bids. If and when I decide to place those bids, I'll simply say vendor bid. This auction prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders attempting to prevent us from bidding, and provides fines for misconduct. And last but not least, when this paperwork hits my hand and this property is deemed sold, I'll absolutely take no late bids and offers beyond that point. If you're successful here today, all that will require from you is a little 10% deposit of the full purchase price. And the settlement time, you pick the time frame that suits you best, but the sellers have been quite flexible here today, anywhere within the vicinity of 30 through to 90 days, unless prior arrangements have been made with you beforehand. In an instance, when you're bidding against vendor bids, you have two options. To not bid against the highest vendor bid, which means that you decrease your chances of being successful here today, as we'll get to negotiate with multiple parties afterwards. On the positive flip side, however, is that if you do bid against the highest vendor bid, you earn yourself the exclusive right to negotiate with the sellers, and statistically speaking, you'll increase your chances of being successful here today. Ladies and gentlemen, you've all been through the property before. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double parking as well inside the house on a corner allotment. So there's plenty of opportunity and potential in this location. Whether you're looking to build something like this across the road, single dwelling or townhouses, the choice is yours. For example, just on the corner here of Amaru Court here, they've done 2 townhouses. The choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. This fine location, close to everything that you need. You can keep the house if you want, renovate. It's got a good floor plan, good big floor plan for a growing family. So if you want to renovate the house, that's also an option. Location-wise, second to none. Walking distance to Westfield Doncaster, Boxhill Central, and everything on offer in these premium suburbs. For example, the suburban rail loop, which is coming through Box Hill. It's going to be obviously a link from Box Hill to this airport and surrounding suburbs as well. In terms of public transport, obviously Box Hill train station, buses, trams, everything that you need. Box Hill Hospital, Box Hill TAFE also within close proximity. So enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to help you buy. Where can I see a fair, reasonable start for this property here today? With an opening bid, opening offer for 29 Boxleigh Grove in Boxhill North. A lot of familiar faces here today. Hopefully one of you will buy the property. Our vendors are very reasonable here today at 29 Boxleigh Grove. We're here to sell, ladies and gentlemen. You tell me what's fair market value. Any bidder offer at all. Phones are ringing here. Greg, what do you say? Vesna? Where is he? What do you think? You tell me. 900. Welcome to the bidding here, sir. And $900,000. Wish you all the best in auction procedure at $900,000. And you're $900,000 above everyone else at the moment. At $900,000 now. 900 here on my left-hand side. What do you say, man? 900. Great value here. You do the calculations. Per square meter rate.
920.
920. Welcome in bidding here, ma'am, at $920,000. $20,000 increment here. And back against you, Greg. What do you say? Can I see at 940? At $920,000 here on my right-hand side. At 920. Still great value. 40, thank you, sir. At $940,000 now. Can I see 60? At $940,000 at the moment. At $940,000. Don't miss out for $20,000, ma'am. At $940,000 here. Stepping out of the car, sir. Ready to make a bid at $940,000. Making a grand entrance here at $940,000. At $940,000 here, holding the bid. No late bids, no late offers here now, ladies and gentlemen. As I said before, vendors are here to sell at $940,000 at the moment here on my left-hand side. At $940,000 now, going to call it 3 times, so I'm sure and you're sure now, at $940,000 for the first call now, 940. Second opportunity now at, 945, welcoming you into the bidding here at 945, sir. $5,000 on top of your previous increment, sir, at $945,000 at the moment. At $945,000, can I see a 50 or more? At $945,000 at the moment. 50, thank you, at $950,000 at the moment. 55, thank you, sir. 55, straight back at you here. At $955,000 now, it's like a ping pong match. At $955,000. 65, thank you, $10,000 on top of your previous bid at $965. At $965,000, can I see a 70 or more? At $965,000 at the moment. Holding the bid here at $965. 70, thank you, sir. $970,000 now. Can I see 75 or more? At $970,000 here on the right-hand side. We're chipping away into increments of $5,000 at the moment. At $970,000, can I see a 980? Some say lucky number 8. At $970,000 here. At $970,000 here, Jim. Any bids here behind us? At $970,000. 980, thank you. Good to see you. $980,000. The next bid could take us to, let's do a $20,000 increment and I'll take you there. At $980,000. Let's go a million. Million? No. Oh, it's 80 here. It's 80 here. 80. Let's go 990. 90, thank you. 990 here. At $990,000 at the moment. At 990 here. At $990,000, Jim, what do you say? At $990,000 at the moment. Greg's holding the bid here at 990. Can I see a million, ma'am? At $990,000 here. At 990. Let's try a million. Million could be that knockout bid that we're looking for at 990 here. Rowan, any bids here? Need to know at 990. Can I see a 995 or $1 million, sir? To put you back in front into the box seat here for 29 Boxleigh growth. At $990,000 at the moment. At 990. 990, sir. At $990,000. 10 shy of $1 million here now at 990. At $990,000 now. Sorry? Well, just keep on bidding and you'll never have to see me again. At $990,000 at the moment. 990, going to call. Sorry? 95. At 995. Nearly had it. At 995. Let's go a million. 1 million. We're on the market and selling now at $1 million. You heard it here first. At $1 million now, round the even figure of $1 million. Selling for no better bidding here today. At $1 million now, holding the bid here. They could be the lucky purchase. $1,005,000. 5,000. On the market and selling. At $1,005,000 here. At $1,005,000. Can I get a 10? $1,005,000 at the moment. At $1,005,000 settlement terms, as I said before, 10, 1 million and 1 million and 10. Back against you, Jim, at 1 million and 10. Settlement terms, 15. 15 now, can I say 20? Settlement terms flexible, 30 to 90 days. At $1,015,000 at the moment. 20, thank you, at $1,020,000. At $1,020,000 now. $1,020,000. I think 50 could be our knockout bid. At $1,020,000 now. At $1,020,000 at the moment. 25. 25. At $1,025,000. 25 now, can I? 30, thank you, straight back at you. 35. 35. 40. 40. 45. 50. 55. 50. 55. Sure. You can change your mind. At $1,050,000, as I said, I thought $1,050,000 could be that knockout offer. At $1,050,000 at the moment. At $1,050,000 now. At $1,050,000 now. No late bids, no late offers now. At $1,050,000, you've knocked out one buyer, maybe a two. Sir, on the phone, seeking instructions, indicates to me that there could be a little bit left in the gas tank here today. At $1,050,000, just doing our due diligence for our vendors here. at $1,050,000. Thank you for your patience. If we were selling your property, we'll be doing the same thing too, at $1,050,000 now. At $1,050,000. You said you were sick of seeing me. Let's buy this property. You don't even have to see me at the final inspection if you don't want to. At $1,050,000. At $1,050,000 here. No late bids, no late offers now, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to celebrate, perhaps. Get ready to miss out on the bidders. At $1,050,000. A corner block opportunity. Where are you going to find another property in Boxleigh North for this value? 51. Thank you, Jim. At $1,051,000. Welcome to the bidding here, sir. New interest only means one thing. We're still in the great value buying zone. For 29 Boxleigh Grove in Boxleigh North. At $1,051,000. New interest here, am I right? 53. At $1,053,000. Back against you, sir. $1,053,000. Can I say another one, sir? At $1,053,000. At $1,053,000 now. At $1,053,000 holding the bid. Just between the two of you now. Seems like all the other bidders are stepping out now. $1,053,000 at the moment. At $1,053,000. 53. The longer you wait, the higher the price goes up.
54.
Let's just 53, 54, 54, 54. Back against you over here. 54. At $1,054,000.
55.
55. Thank you. 55. Jim's working the middle here at $1,055,000. Getting his steps in here today at $1,056,000. 56. 56.
Yes.
7.
要不多加一点
2,000. 58.
58.
58 back against you, sir. 58. At $1,058,000 at the moment. At $1,058,000. At $1,058,000 at the moment. At $1,058,000.
要不要加到60
At $1,058,000. At $1,058,000 here. At $1,058,000. Need to know now. 59. 60. 106. $1,060,000 here. At $1,060,000 back against you, sir. At $1,060,000. Can I say 61 or more? At $1,060,000. At $1,060,000 here. At $1,060,000, I can repeat the bids in Chinese if you want. At $1,060,000, multilingual here. At $1,060,000 at the moment. At $1,060,000, Granny, can I get another bid? At $1,060,000. 61, perhaps. At $1,060,000 here. At $1,060,000, going to court 3 times. At $1,060,000. Missed out on a few auctions, sir. Hate for you to miss out here today on a $1,000 increment. At $1,060,000 at the moment. Getting phone calls at the moment. Potentially more buyers going into the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,060,000. 61, thank you. At $1,061,000. 61, let's try 70. I think 70 will do it.
63.
63, at $1,063,000. At $1,063,000. Let's try 65. At $1,063,000. At $1,063,000 here. At $1,063,000. No late bids, no late offers. $1,063,000. Do I have your permission to sell now, ladies and gentlemen? At $1,063,000. For the first call now, $1,063,000. Second opportunity now at $1,063,000. For the third and final call now at $1,063,000. All done, all finished and silent here at $1,063,000. One more, thank you. Welcome back in, $1,064,000 at $1,064,000 here. At $1,064,000 back against you. 65? 65. 65, Ron, what do you say? $1,065,000. The more you think about it, the more it seems certain. What a great buy here today. 29 Boxleigh Grove and Boxleigh North at $1,065,000 here, am I right? At $1,065,000 at the moment. At $1,065,000, Rowan, what do you say? At $1,065,000. At $1,065,000. Granny, anything here? At $1,065,000. All done, all finished and silent. At $1,065,000. Any bids here? Let's go 66 or more. Let's try 1.1. 67? 67. At $1,067,000. Sir, what do you say? At $1,067,000. Let's try 1.1. I think it could be the knockout bid that we're looking for. You don't have to come to any more auctions. 70 now, $1,070,000. At $1,070,000, Greg. At $1,070,000. At $1,070,000 now, let's go. Let's try 1.1. 72. At $1,072,000 now. At $1,072,000, Jim, what do you say? $1,072,000. At $1,072,000. 75. 75 here, let's try 80. $1,075,000. 80, thank you. $1,080,000. 85 perhaps. $1,080,000. At $1,080,000 at the moment. At $1,080,000. At $1,080,000, lucky number 8. Let's try another $8,000 to put us to double 8. Double 8, double happiness, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,080,000 at the moment. Let's try 88. At $1,080,000 here. $1,080,000. Underbidders here. $1,080,000. I think there's been about 4 of you in it here today. At $1,080,000. $80,000 at the moment. Holding the bid. $1,080,000. 82. Thank you. $1,082,000. 85. 85. Thank you. $1,085,000. $1,085,000. 88. $1,088,000. $1,000,000. Done. Don't leave. Don't leave. Go on. Tackle them. No, you can't. There's no more auctions. We're not selling anymore. $1,088,000. No more properties coming up before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. $1,088,000. $1,088,000. $1,088,000. Holding the bid here. $1,088,000. Holding the bid at $1,088,000. Lucky number 8. Sir, they're still here, which indicates to me that you might still have some interest for the property. At $1,088,000 at the moment. $1,088,000. At $1,088,000, Granny, need to know now. Gonna call it 3 times now. $1,088,000. First call now, $1,088,000. Second opportunity now at $1,088,000. For the third and final call now at $1,088,000. No late bids, no late offers now at $1,089,000. Thank you, in the nick of time. At $1,089,000, you nearly missed out, sir. 90 now, $1,090,000. $1,090,000. Let's go 1.1. I think that could be that victorious knockout blow that we're looking for. At $1,090,000 at the moment. At $1,090,000. 90 now. 1.1 is still great value buying in the heart of Boxleigh North. At $1,090,000 here on my right. At $1,090,000, sir. Let's go. 995. At $1,090,000 here. You nearly missed out just before. Hate for you to miss out now on $1,000 increment. At $1,090,000 at the moment. First call now, $1,090,000. Second opportunity now, $1,090,000. For the third and final call now, at $1,090,000. All done, all finished, all silent here at $1,090,000. Sir, in or out now, need to know. $1,090,000. $1,090,000. 91. 91 here. 92, straight back at you. $1,092,000. $1,092,000. You're going to get your bids out quicker now. Show your strength. Show your confidence here now. The longer you take the bid, your competition will think you've got a limited budget here today. And that'll only give them confidence. At $1,092,000 at the moment. At $1,092,000. Let's go 95, sir. At $1,092,000. At $1,092,000. $1,092,000. $1,092,000.
93.
93 here, 93, 94, at 1,094, 95, 96, 96 now. At 1,096, at $1,096,000. Can we get a bid from you, sir, before you leave? At 1,096. At $1,096,000. At 1,096 here. 1,096, Granny, need to know now, 1,096. Let's go up ahead again. 1,096. Very precious, sir. All eyes on you. At $1,096,000. 7, 8. It's the easy part of the auction. 9. 1.1. I can count in ones all day. At 1.1. At $1,100,000. At $1,100,000 now. Not doing any end round even figure of 1.1. At $1.1 million now. Granny need to know. At 1.1. At $1.1 million. 101. 1.1. At $1,100,000. At $1,100,000. At $1,100,000. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Need to know now. $1,100,000 here on my right. At 1.1 million. Out. Thank you. Hopefully we can find you another property. But as I said before, no more properties coming up before Christmas. So you're going to have to wait until the new year. At $1,100,000 at the moment. At 1.1, you're in the box seat, sir. Get ready to celebrate. Get ready to miss out now. Underbidders, we're at $1.1 million. Going to call it final 3 more times. And we'll be selling away here at $1,100,000. Give you 10 seconds to change your mind. At $1,100,000 now. First call now, 1.1. Second opportunity now at $1,100,000. For the third and final call now at $1.1 million. All done, all finished, all silent here now. On behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate, Jim and I have been the selling agents for this property, and we look forward to talking to you after the auction. We're at $1,100,000. This property is selling. This property is selling. This property is, sorry. Is this the last minute bidder that we're looking for? No? Maybe you want to buy Ron?
I would love to.
$1.1 million. At 1.1 now. Now I have to say everything all again. At $1.1 million now. At 1.1. Sir, are you sure? Thank you. See you next week perhaps at $1.1 million now. First, second, third and final call now at $1,100,000 now. This property is selling. This property is selling. This property is, put your hands together to the new purchasers of 29 Boxleigh Grove. This property is sold. Congratulations. Commiserations to our underbidders. Congratulations to our vendors. Thank you for attending another Buxton auction. Hopefully we'll see you around.